welcome into Rockets Today, presented by Prize Picks. I am your host, Jeremy Chuggs, and we've got Game 5 tomorrow night, 9 o'clock. It's a late one, but, I'll be going live for that one. So, hopefully you'll be joining me as maybe the Rockets extend this series, and maybe they are one of the only teams in NBA history to come back from a 3-0 deficit. Who knows? But if you are joining me tomorrow night, whether you are hate watching, whether you are a hopeful Rockets fan, go down and spam those H's down below in the comments section. I appreciate all of y'all for clicking into today's show, and hopefully I'll see y'all tomorrow night for my watch party, Rockets Lakers. It's going to be a late one, but I'll be live for every second of that action, whether the Rockets extend it or it is the end of the Rockets 2025-2026 season. Now, on the docket for today's show, we have a KD injury update. Will he be playing in that Game 5 tomorrow night? Also, a Lakers star returning, maybe not returning anytime soon. And then at the very end of today's show, we have a special guest, one of our guys here at Chat Sports, producer Lopez. He is actually a Lakers fan, so I'm going to get his insight and see what he has to think on tomorrow night's game up against the Los Angeles Lakers, and if Lakers fans are confident or a little bit nervous going into that Game 5. We'll see what he has to say at the end of today's program. First up, let's talk about that KD injury update. Vanessa Richardson put this out this morning. This morning, Kevin Durant ran on an Alter G treadmill at the Rockets facility with head athletic trainer Jason Biles monitoring him. He did not participate in practice. Head coach Ime Udoka says he is still day to day. And then Charania came over the top with an update as well this morning, saying that he is not expected to play on Wednesday night. Game 5 up against the Lakers. And this does beg the question, because if you saw my show earlier this week, Kevin Durant, he's a part of a lot of trade discussion as of late. And you wonder, are these business decisions at this point? Do the trade rumors and the fact that the Rockets are down 3-1 have any factor in KD's return, right? Like, if this was a 3-3 tie, Game 7, would that change KD's mind? Would he try to give it a go? Or is the injury that bad? Is, it that crippling to where he cannot play, whether or not it's a crucial game or any other game, right? Like, would it matter if it was a Game 7? Would it matter if the Rockets were committed to KD for the next couple years? I'm not sure, but it is a question that we at least have to pose as Rockets fans of, is Kevin Durant committed to this team and committed to wanting to stay in Houston? And I get it on KD's part, right? Like, if he's looking at it from him, if I was Kevin Durant, I don't know if I would play if I had an ankle injury, right? Like, you're looking at a team that's possibly looking to trade you this offseason. There's already been multiple reports around that. We had the KD burner files that happened where he was talking about his teammate, or supposedly talking about his teammates. And then, there is the factor of being down 3-1. You're already injured. Do you want to make that injury even worse in a possible losing effort to the Lakers, where the game might not matter, right? It might not matter whether KD's out there or not. The Rockets' only win of this series has come without Kevin Durant. So it does make you wonder if Kevin Durant is, I'm not saying business decision and saying that, he's selfish or, anything bad on Kevin Durant, but it is something that we at least have to think about, have to look at with the whole KD injury situation. If you don't know about the rumors around the Rockets possibly trading him this offseason, I did make a video yesterday here on the channel. Go check it out. I'll put that link down in the comments and description of today's show. If you didn't check out my video yesterday on the Ringer article around Kevin Durant, that full video is going to be down in the comments section and description of today's show. I'll put that link in there for y'all. All right, before we get into the Lakers injury news, we got a special sponsor for today's program, and that is our friends over at Prize Picks, America's #1 fantasy sports app out there, and the #1 place to win cash while watching sports across America. Prize Picks, they make watching sports that much more fun because basketball playoffs are in full swing. Also, hockey playoffs are here. No matter what sport you like to watch, Prize Picks makes it that much more fun and gives you the chance to win money while watching those sports. It's super simple and super user-friendly to use. Just pick more or less on a few player stats and lock in your lineup. For example, for tomorrow night, I have a lineup that I think is going to be pretty fun for y'all if y'all want to go ahead and copy it. And you can copy it if you follow me on the social feeds feature at Jeremy Chuggs. Give me a follow over on Prize Picks. This is the lineup that I'm going with. Alperen Şengün. I'm going more on the rebounds and assists. Bronny James, 0.5 points. He's been getting minutes. I'll just say that. He's been getting minutes. Who knows? I mean, a layup here, whatever there, that's a win. A fast break layup, that's a win right there. And then my only demon pick of this lineup, I'm going Reed Shepherd. 3.5 3-pointers made. He's been sending it from deep. So this is a 10-pick or a 3-pick power play, $10 to win 75, and I actually got a payout bonus on this one. I believe it was a 25% bonus on this one. Shout out to Prize Picks. If you open the app any given day, they have awesome promos and deals going on throughout the entire year. If you want to get started, I have a deal for you as well. New listeners, listen up. Download the Prize Picks app with the link in the comments and description and use our code HMA to get $50 in lineups after you play your first $5 lineup. That's code HMA to get $50 in lineups after you play your first $5 lineup. Prize Picks, it's good to be right. Like I said, all that information down in the comments and description. Austin Reaves, the Lakers star that might be returning Game 5. There's been plenty of tape around him working out, and this past week he's been at the Lakers facility participating in practice, and it looks likely, barring any setback during pre-game warmups, that Austin Reaves will be playing his first playoff game for the Lakers in this season. And being one of the top Lakers scorers, one of the biggest threats on offense for Los Angeles, they are going to have him back very, very soon, and hopefully for the Lakers, he'll be back in Game 5. And for the Rockets, that's bad news. That is not what we want to hear if you're a Houston Rockets fan, because he has been a big part of this Lakers offense. And like I said, one of the top scorers for them. Charania came out with this. Los Angeles Lakers star Austin Reaves is optimistic to return to action in Game 5 against the Houston Rockets on Wednesday night after missing about 4 weeks with a grade 2 oblique strain. Sources tell ESPN Reaves will be a game-time decision for the third consecutive contest. But like I said, there's a ton of video of him, working out, a ton of video of him at Lakers practice. And it looks like in a closeout game, more than likely, he's going to try to give it a go. For the other Lakers star, though, it does not look so good. This is what Shams had to say around Luka Doncic. It is a slow path on the recovery front for Luka. The expectation is if the Lakers are able to beat Houston in advance, Luka Doncic will be out for the next series. There's still no timetable for him as of right now. He's starting to do more on-court movements, as JJ Redick said the other day, but he is not at the point where he's progressing in his own court workouts as far as one-on-ones and truly pushing it on the movement front. And, there have been reports since Shams said that, if the Lakers did win this series, he would be questionable to return at some point during round 2. But I do think that means we're not going to see Luka Doncic at all in this series. If the Rockets extend it, if it gets to a Game 7, I still don't think we see a Luka Doncic out there for the Los Angeles Lakers. And, maybe the Rockets are playing with house money. Maybe they're feeling more confident after a Game 5 win or a Game 4 win. But at Rockets practice, Jabari Smith had some interesting words as well. He had this to say: I just feel like from top to bottom, I just feel like we're the better team. I don't get where Jabari, feels that way, being that the Rockets are down 3-1. Now, barring, he had a horrible turnover at the end of that game in Game 3, but barring a monumental collapse in Game 3, this honestly should be a 2-2 series between the Rockets and Lakers. But to say that we're, unequivocally the better team, I don't get that whatsoever. And before we go, I do want to bring on a Lakers fan, my producer, Lopez. He's one of the top producers here at Chat Sports. And like I said, he is a fan of the Los Angeles Lakers. And Lopez, I'd love to hear what you have to say on this series and whether or not you think the Lakers are going to close it out here in Game 5.
I think this is their best chance to close it out. I don't think they were playing much effort-filled basketball in Game 4. They did not look like they wanted to be there. Way too many turnovers. The only positive the Lakers had was DeAndre Ayton, who got kicked out.
I agree. I don't know if it was just me. I'm glad that you're saying this as well, because I do feel like the Lakers weren't even trying in Game 4. Once DeAndre Ayton got ejected from that game, it seemed like the Lakers were like, all right, well, we're just going to beat them in game 5. Like, we don't have to worry about sweeping the Rockets. Like, we'll be fine for the rest of this year. Like, do you have that same feeling? And then also, how do you feel about Austin Reaves coming back? Will he make that much of a change in this Lakers team? I mean, Luke Kennard, he's been absolutely awesome in the playoffs so far.
No, the role players have definitely been stepping up. And going back to that first question you were talking about, I think the Lakers need to win this game, because if they don't, that's when I think levels of concern start rising. You started out 3-0, you drop a game, that happens all the time. If you go 3-2 back to Houston, you're flirting with a game 7, and you don't want that. But the role players and Marcus Smart, Luke Kennard, DeAndre Ayton, they've all been stepping up. And then going back to Austin Reaves, I'm excited to see him on the court again. But I don't know if you recall last year in the playoffs when the Lakers played the Timberwolves, Austin Reaves didn't have that great of a series, only averaging a little bit above 16 points a game. And now he's the number 2 guy. We need you to do a little bit more. We need that 23 points a game that you were scoring in the regular season. You need to be a responsible ball handler. We just need you on the court being what you were in the regular season.
Yeah, it's going to be an interesting game. And like my guy Lopez said, if the Rockets can win this game 5, once again, I'll be going live tomorrow night, 9 o'clock Central Time. It is a late start for your Houston Rockets because it is a game on the West Coast. But if they can win this game 5, they extend it to a game 6 going into Houston. And then if they can possibly get KD back, get into a game 7, anything can happen in a game 7. So I'm excited to see if the Rockets can extend this tomorrow night, and hopefully you join me as I'm live here on the channel. And Lopez, what do they need to do if they want the latest Rockets news and rumors here at Rockets Today? What do you got to do?
There's a little red button on YouTube. It says subscribe.
Subscribe.
That's it. I thought it was a foreign language.
Yeah, that's need to subscribe. That's what y'all need to do. Make sure to go down and hit that sub button for more Rockets news and rumors content all year long. More watch parties. We got you covered with everything going on around the NBA.